Hello, all Hollywood Western wardrobe fans. Today, I decided to do a video on the outfit that John Wayne wore as Cole Thornton in the movie El Dorado. This outfit is really a lot like, or is the same he wore in other movies, as Duke was very known for carrying wardrobe over to one picture to the next. He said it saved him on wardrobe cost, so I believe him. And this outfit consists of a blue shirt that is, and I'm going to come up here on this, a blue shirt that has dual pockets, black buttons, long sleeve. The shirt it can also be seen in, I believe, the Comancheros, the Alamo, oh my God, the Quiet Man. And I'll do a kind of a video on the Quiet Man, a little setup here in a while. But I just set this mannequin up to emulate Cole Thornton. And one of the things, if you're going to do wear your shirt like John Wayne, always have to make sure your shirts are cuffed. He wears this brown leather vest and also a ton of other movies. I believe this vest is made by Wallmaker. They do not make them anymore, so you'll just have to find them on eBay. The bandana is a light cream colored bandana, almost has a little bit of a yellow tint to it. I bought this bandana off of, I want to say, Historical Emporium, but we're going to be making this bandana here in the future, so you can save quite a bit of money by buying ours than going through Historical Emporium. The outfit is just made it up with what I call my Duke pants. These are just a pair of tan jeans that were made. I got them at Target years ago. They're Massimo. Obviously, Duke wears a brown belt. I believe he also wears the Red River belt buckle with this, and I have it. I just didn't put it on this mannequin, as this mannequin has been doing some shows for my son and myself. My son does vintage clothing and furniture, and we've been doing like a show, it seems like every 2 weeks. Funny story, some of you guys know this, but we did a show here a couple weeks ago, or actually about a month ago, and when we were coming back from the show, I said, hey, you think it'd be all right if I just did a mannequin up John Wayne and see if it would sell? And my son was like, yeah, sure, Dad, I don't care. So 2 weeks ago, we went to a show and I did my mannequin, threw it in the vehicle, took it down with us, set it up, and it was the John Wayne Rio Bravo outfit. And before we left, I asked my son, I said, do you think this will sell? He's like, no, I don't think it'll sell. And I said, well, I don't think it will either, but my gut tells me that it will. So you want to bet a beer? My son's like, yeah, sure, I'll bet you a beer on it. So we go do the show, and the show runs from 10 till 5. And so 7 hours. And set it up. People come by, look at it. Some people don't even know who John Wayne is. Now, remember, this is a vintage clothing store or a show, and people are there to buy vintage clothing. But I was getting some people coming up, looking at it. One kid came up and looked at it with his dad, and I said, you don't even know who that is. And the dad turned to the son, he goes, you know who that is? And he goes, Indiana Jones? And I pointed at the father and I said, and that right there is a bad job of parenting. And, laughed and everything. And so it just goes to show you a lot of people don't know who John Wayne is today, or the younger generation, which is, in my book, really, really sad, because John Wayne is an American icon. And so anyway, later on, this guy walks up, was looking at it really hard, and I walked over and I said, just so you know, this isn't vintage. This is something that we made up, go into the story. We can get it in any size, any color, blah, blah, blah. And the guy goes, man, this is just really good. He goes, this is actually my favorite movie. And I go, well, it's my favorite movie as well. And so, long story short, the guy goes, can I just stand here and look at this for a while? And I said, yeah, absolutely. And I walk over back, to my son, and the guy eventually walks off. And I said, man, I thought you were going to owe me a beer. My son started laughing, and he goes, I thought I was going to owe you a beer too. 20 minutes later, the guy comes back and he buys it all. The whole thing. The shirt, the bandana, the jacket, the hat, and wears it out of the show. He was totally in love with it. And so I turn around and my boy disappears, and I'm like, oh, okay, he had to go to the bathroom or something. Comes back and he's got an ice cold beer in his hand, and he gives it to me. He goes, here's your beer. And I take a big drink of it, and I said, man, you know what this tastes like? And my son goes, no, what? And I said, winning. And so now we're going to get ready to do another show here in another few weeks. And he goes, Dad, you got to bring another John Wayne setup. And I go, well, I'm going to. So I think it's going to be this one, the Cole Thornton. So like I said, you can buy the shirt in any color. Actually, John Wayne wore this same shirt, different colors. He had a red one, but he also wore an El Dorado, and we're going to be doing that one as well. I think I found the right fabric, the right color, so we're going to be doing it. He wore the peach one in the War Wagon and the Undefeated. Same shirt, just different colors. So the Cole Thornton rig is not right. John wore a all leather one with some stitching right in here where the tongue and everything meets up. But he did have in this movie the yellow handled Colt 45. And so that's what I put in with this. Just a fun little outfit to do. Great thing is with these shirts, like when I showed my son and he was like, Dad, that's just a blue button-up shirt. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, you can wear that with anything. I said, absolutely. You don't have to go as John Wayne wearing this shirt. You can put a pair of blue jeans on, wear it out, The same goes with the other colors as well. When you go to the bib shirts, like in Rio Bravo, McClintock, and so forth, these bib shirts, Sons of Katie Elder, and the man who shot Liberty Valance, that really screams Western in my world. You still wear it out. Just not a lot of people can pull it off. But it's a great looking shirt, the bib shirts, and I love them. And to me, that's the iconic. When I think of John Wayne, I think of those bib shirts. So anyway, just a short little video on Cole Thornton, the El Dorado, which is a great movie starring Robert Mitchum and James Caan. You haven't seen it, I highly suggest you do. It's Rio Bravo was made with John Wayne and Dean Martin, Ricky Nelson, and Walter Brennan. That movie was made to kind of contest Gary Cooper's High Noon. John Wayne just thought that High Noon was a stupid movie. And when you really think about it, it was. I mean, this sheriff couldn't get anybody in town, and he goes around looking for help because these outlaws are coming and nobody's, willing to help him. And Duke just kind of thought that was a little silly. So him and Howard Hawks made Rio Bravo. Rio Bravo was such a success that he turned around and he did El Dorado and Rio Lobo, which are pretty much the same movie, just some little different characters and a little bit different plot, but pretty much the same movie, and all three were highly successful. So anyway, that's a little bit of trivia there for you. If you guys have any questions about this outfit, how to get it, you guys should know just to go over to www.hollywoodwesternwardrobe.com and just click on the John Wayne section, and all these shirts will pop up. But great shirt. This one is done in cowboy cut, which is actually the bigger of the two sizes, just a little bit more roomy. So if you need this, get a hold of us, contact me, and we'll get it shipped out to you. And anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and just be on the lookout for the next one. Until then, talk to you later.